Have you ever felt like giving up on your dreams because the obstacles seem too big or the journey too tough or you get stuck in the how? Well, today I'm going to go through my journey and what I've learned on my singing path. So, number one is follow your passion or purpose. So, for me, when I discovered that I'm going to go for my passion, it was a defining moment for me. So I was in a seminar class and I was taking all these personal development classes, and I finally realized that I get to choose my life and how I want it to go. No one else gets to decide that for me. So despite my fear and despite the fact that I had no idea how I was going to accomplish it, I just stood up in class and said that I was going for my singing career no matter what it takes. And I was terrified in that moment, and I felt like shaky and just not sure of myself and just a lack of confidence. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to regret not going for my singing career. I let when I was 18, I let one audition ruin that for me. And so then I was like, 15 years later, I was like, screw this. I don't want to be 80 and be like, I wish I would have gone for my singing career and at least tried. You don't know, we don't know what it's going to bring or what's going to happen along the way, but it's just having faith in the love of what you want to do and just go for it. No matter, and I'm going for my singing career even with a full-time job. So it's like you don't have to know how, but just keep taking steps towards. So basically it's like what I'm learning is that following your passion is crucial for your long-term happiness and your fulfillment. Like you will feel more content with yourself if you actually go for your passion. It's important for everyone to find their purpose and their passion so that they feel like there's you know not necessarily like a reason to live, but just a reason to be on this planet, and because we're all here to do something and to help others. So whatever that is, like, go after it. It's super important. You will be fulfilled if you actually take action on it. So basically, number two is overcoming obstacles. So man, I cannot tell you how many obstacles had to go through. So most of my time with obstacles is time, finances, and the lack of confidence. So basically, for time, it's learning how to move my schedule around and what's important to me so that I can be like, okay, is this event something that's gonna help me push forward on my career? If not, then I've had to learn to sacrifice that and be like, no, I would need to create content, or something else is more important, or try to going to events to actually meet specific people. So I've learned how to manage time, even though it has not been easy. And it's also sometimes, even when you're at home and there's so many distractions, there's so many things, for me, I'm ADD. So it's really easy for me to be like, oh, squirrel, look, I can do something else. And then I completely ignore what I'm supposed to be doing for my singing career, because it's important to me. And then so for finances, it's just, learning ways to work around, maybe asking people to do things for free, or finding like less expensive ways to do things, or over time, building up, some money and save up some money for certain things, because in singing, production costs money. It, a voice teacher, if you want a voice teacher. What else? Yeah, even if like lessons, like let's say you want to do guitar or piano lessons, that can cost money. Or I guess you could do YouTube and learn it online. But I mean, it's just there's multiple things you could spend money on, or you can just take action of things that are free and just do what you can, as you build up. It's going to take time, and you just got to remember that, it's not going to happen immediately. All the music artists that actually take off, what we don't see is all the hard work that they put in. And so we only see like, oh, they got discovered, but that's not necessarily true. They had to work really hard themselves and work up to, either building an audience or, just figuring out ways that work for them. And, we all have our own path. So it's like the best thing is just to keep moving forward and don't let obstacles like that, come in your way. The other one is lack of confidence. So for me, lack of confidence has always been in my way because I never felt worthy or good enough. So I was terrified to, get out there, and I was thinking, there's no way this is going to work for me. It may happen for other people, but it won't be for me. So it's just for me, it's just taking actions every day and just slowly building up my mindset and my growth mindset for positive things. So like, yes, it can happen for me as long as I keep going and never give up. So it's just learning to never give up. And, I still have thoughts of like, how could this even happen for me? But, it's like I've found a way to push forward, and I'm starting to learn, why I want to go for my singing career, or, not just because I love it, but it's like I want to actually use my singing to empower others to also go after their dreams. And I also want to help others, because two of the most important things for me are like my mental health. And so suicide and anti-bullying are two main causes for me. And so it's like my role is inspiration and empowerment so that people don't want to take their life, or they don't get in a rut because they are bullied. We all get bullied or harassed, and it's just ways to get out of it and to move forward. And almost all of it is mindset. So for me, I feel like it's important because I don't want to see another person take their life or get stuck in a rut and, be depressed or feel like they're a victim of, of people being mean, because people are going to be mean anyways. So it's just knowing, getting past my obstacles is me knowing that I'm out here to impact others in a positive way. And if I save one person or if I help one person, that's worth it for me. So it's just knowing that and moving forward every day. And sometimes it feels like you're never going to get, move forward, but every day, it starts to build up, and then eventually you're like, oh wow, I was a completely different person like a month ago. So it's just taking action and, just pushing through the obstacles. I know it's not easy, and it's just having the courage to keep moving forward and not let, others' opinions even say anything about it, or, just do what you do and do what you love. And those are the two things that will just keep helping you move forward. And then number 3 is stay persistent and positive. So basically, it's just taking action every day, putting a plan in place. So it's like, if you want to, let's say, for example, like you want to quit your job by next year, at some day, work backwards, reverse engineer that, and see what actions you need to take in order to get there. And so, that's milestones. It's like, all right, so I need to make this amount of content each week, or I need to make this many videos so that I can build my audience, or if you already have an audience, it's like, what product could I sell, or what course could I sell, merch or anything like that. So it's ways to think outside the box of what you could create. Like, don't get stuck in a problem. Look for a solution, or ask somebody else, hey, can you see a solution around this? Because sometimes we're stuck in our own head that we can't even see outside the box. I know for myself that happens. So when somebody's like, oh, what about this? It's like, oh, I would have never thought of that because I'm so stuck in my head. And so just remember to stay persistent and positive. So find your commitment. So for me, my commitment is not only to myself that I'm going to continue to never give up, but it's also for however many people I can help and inspire and impact along the way. So even if it's just one person that will not commit suicide, or someone who gets out of their depression or upset or victimhood, and then they, end up succeeding in life, or at least, bring positive mindsets in their life. So that's more important to me than anything. And so, yeah, so I just, just keep at it, never give up. So my biggest takeaways are like, find your passion, overcome those obstacles, don't get stuck in your head, you know, create confidence for yourself. You're not always going to feel like you want to do this. So sometimes step back if you need to. And then I encourage you to just keep going and apply the lessons here in your life and just keep at it. Never give up. Thank you. I hope you all love it, and I hope you all watch on the next video.